You want to tell me what this is all about?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that did.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Drama House A Game Entertainment 216, the movement we move with. You dig? Another hood story right now, you understand me? I feel like ain't nothing too much to talk about, so I'm just gonna drop another hood story. But this one right here called Nino, man. You understand me? You don't know who people are until they grow up. You understand me? Till they become the man or whoever they are when they become that. You understand me? That kind of sounded crazy, but at the end of the day, man, this guy was like a nerd type dude. Went to school with like the button down white t-shirts, long sleeve with the tie on. You know, that's how his mom's dressed him. We was like in the 5th grade and shit like that. You know, and he wore the glasses. He had the nerdy glasses on and all that. We used to tease him sometimes. But I mean, he stayed in trouble with us and shit like that too, though. He used to hang out with my guy, my tall guy. Like, this dude was so tall in school, man. He was like one of them real tall dudes, my nigga. He passed away. You understand me? I'll get to it. What happened was he was on the block. This is way down the line. This ain't got nothing to really do with the story, but I'm just gonna tell you how he passed away. He was out there on the block doing his thing once he became a man, and he had like, look, everything about their family was big. Pause. But like they had a big ass dog named Bear. You understand me? And one day I came over his house with my guy, and we on our bikes or whatever. Like, we like in the 5th grade and shit like that. So we little as fuck. And his dog used to be in the hallway. You know, like you got a door downstairs when you first walk up the steps, and then you ring the bell and knock on that door, and then they'll come downstairs and open the door or whatever. So they used to have, like when they was gone, the dog would be in the hallway between the 2 doors. So like if somebody came in that first door, even though they ain't getting in the house, they'd be in the hallway with the steps. The dog was there, and this nigga was like a pit bull mixed with a Great Dane or some shit like that. Some crazy shit. His name was Bear, a big ass dog. Niggas that watch my shit, that know, they know who I'm talking about. So the downstairs door was unlocked. It was always unlocked. You feel me? So I opened the door and I'm like, oh shit, there go Bear. You understand me? So we start fucking with Bear, like, roo, roo, roo. And you know, cause Bear was well trained, so he ain't do nothing. He'll just look at us and shit or whatever. And I just kept fucking with him, pushing the door open a little bit. And this nigga ran down on me before I could really close the door. I had to jump on my bike. My dude he was already gone once he see me frightened or whatever. Man, why I jump on my bike? Bear opened the rest of the fucking door all the way and chased me up the street. Man, I was scared to death. He was on my ass, man. If that chain would have broke, I don't know what Bear would have did to me, because he knew me, but I don't know what Bear would have did. I don't know if he was playing or he was like, oh, you think I'm a hoe ass nigga? I'm about to show your little bitch ass. Chase me up the street, man. I was scared. Call her, you know, nigga be like, mama. Nigga, I was doing that kind of shit. I was scared to death. That nigga was like, if he could have got a little bit closer, he could have bit the pedal, nigga, and stopped the bike, nigga. Time I get to the corner of the street, he turned around. Because I guess he was so trained, he knew not to leave off that street. Man, my motherfucker heart was beating. Once I caught up with my dude, we laughed that shit off. But it wasn't funny when Bear was on our motherfucking ass, for real. But at the end of the day, man, my nigga was out there hustling and shit. And a crackhead pulled up, and he wanted some dope or whatever. They like, when my nigga put his hands or put his body in the car or whatever to serve the niggas like smacked the dope up and pulled off. My nigga jumped like on the car trying to stop him, and it's like, you know them yards that had like the 3 steps before you walk up into the porch? The dude lost control, or my dude was grabbing the steering wheel. He lost control and ran up on the sidewalk into a yard and ran up them little 3 steps and then flipped the car over on my dude, smashed him and killed him. You understand me? So that's how my nigga lost his life. But back to my nigga Nino, man. You understand me? This was the blood name we gave him. So niggas that know who Nino is, I'm just talking his blood name. So like I said, he was like a nerd type dude in school or whatever, and he ain't get no females or whatever. But you know, you just look at niggas like that. You never think that they're gonna be something different than what they are. So later on in time or whatever, years later go by and shit. We still juveniles though, like we still under 18. I happened to go to juvenile for something because I stayed going to juvenile. Every time you look up, I was locked up in juvenile. So I happened to go to juvenile this one time, and I see the nigga. You feel me? When I see the nigga, he was cause I had came into the they was already there. So when I got there, I see the nigga. This nigga ripped. This nigga like a slim, skinny nigga. He was always a skinny nigga, but this nigga chest was like out to here, man. Skinny nigga. This nigga chest was like out to here. I was a big little nigga too, but this nigga was skinny, and this nigga chest was out to here, man. This nigga, we called the nigga Nino or whatever. And so I see the nigga, I'm like, what's up, nigga? Such and such, such and such. I'm like, what the fuck you in here for and shit? This nigga, he blood now. I don't even know he blood now. You feel me? He blood or whatever. And this nigga been doing drive-bys. Like, this nigga about to get life. Facts. They about to bind this nigga over. Him and my other dude, who his OG is, that was in that boy, who was shot in that hand. This is my nigga. Me and this dude became real close. You understand me? I pulled up on a nigga on some sucker shit, just playing. I'm a silly nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to see where he was at or whatever. And then I was like, no, I'm just fucking with you, my nigga, this or that or whatever. But he was a cocky nigga. He was raw drawing and shit. You understand me? And he had shot himself in the hand with a 22, playing with a 22. So it hadn't healed, so his hand was really like fucked up while he was in that bitch. He was a rock solid nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? OG of the Bloods, like when they was young or whatever. So they was in that bitch for doing drive-bys. And my dude was in that bitch that shot himself in the hand. Some niggas had came on the block and they got into it, and my niggas started busting at him. He was so big that he had a Tech 9 in his hand, and he was busting at the nigga with a Tech in his hand with one hand. While he was busting at the nigga down the street with one hand, one of his mans was happening either coming out the house or getting out the car or walking or something, and he shot his mans and killed him on some mistake shit, shooting at some other niggas on that gang shit. So he was in there for that, and the drive-bys that they was doing on niggas. Because that's when drive-bys was going on in the 90s. You feel me? This shit these niggas doing ain't shit. In the 90s, niggas was doing drive-bys. Like, and they wasn't playing on that gang shit. So, niggas' paperwork was like this. Because it wasn't like, look, back then, like, they didn't just charge these niggas for the drive-by they did on the house. They charged these niggas for every house on the motherfucking block. Yeah. When you do a drive-by, they charge you for all the houses on the motherfucking block, nigga. Yeah, because you shooting, you could hit anybody's shit. I don't know how it is now, but when it was that gang shit, for real, nigga, they was charging you for all, like, half the houses or all the houses on the block when you did a drive-by. So them niggas was fucked. You feel me? So we in that bitch, you know, we kicking it. Niggas don't even really be thinking about their time like that until it's like court date and shit like that. That's when niggas get nervous or whatever. Sometimes niggas break down and be wanting to go home or whatever, but we be in that bitch kicking it. So we in that bitch kicking it or whatever, and niggas come up with a way to escape out that bitch. They like, what's up? I got a way to escape out this bitch, nigga. We could do this. I'm not really in there for no shit where I gotta escape. I ain't killed nobody or shot at nobody. I don't know what the fuck I was in there for because I've been in there for so much shit. I don't even remember what the fuck I was in there for. So, but I was in there a long time, so it had to be something. You know, I think it was that shit I told y'all when that nigga took the stand on me when about them stealing them cars and they found that gun under my pillow, under my motherfucking mattress and shit. I think that's what the fuck I was in there for. But so this what they had came up with, like in the DH, like when we be in line or whatever, going to lunch or coming from lunch, it's the doors where we leave out to go out into the on a yard or whatever and just kick it. So they seen that you couldn't open it from the inside, you had to open it from the outside. But there was two little windows, you know them two little windows that be down by the door part. Niggas say we're gonna bust them motherfuckers out. Like when they stood in the middle of the line, and when we was in line, like boom, like when we was in line to go to lunch or come from lunch, they stood in the middle of the line so they could both sneak off. Boom, if they sneak off, they hit the window. Boom, break that bitch. Put their hand outside the door, open it up. Now it was a motherfucking fire escape. So they grabbed the ladder from the fire escape and put it on the wall, because in the yard it's a wall it's covered like, cause it's like downtown damn near. So it's a wall that if you could jump over that bitch, you can't jump over it without no ladder or whatever. So they grabbed the ladder, put it up, boom, jumped off the ladder or whatever, and escaped up out that motherfucker. Niggas like, oh shit, they really did that shit. Now you know what happens when motherfuckers escape? People start getting fired. You feel me? People start getting fired and staff start getting mean as fuck. Like, who the fuck knew about this shit, such and such? They about to put the pressure on us because niggas about to start getting fired. You motherfuckers don't break out of this shit. You know, supposed to break out this shit. Whoever watched that shit was on getting fired. You understand me? So they was putting the pressure on us. It ain't do nothing. We don't know what the fuck, whatever. So, you know, time go by, whatever. Niggas looking on the news because that shit hit the news. You feel me? Juvenile convicts escape out of juvenile detention center or whatever. So we happy as fuck. We pump talking shit or whatever. These niggas ain't got no money. These niggas probably ain't got no real family because these niggas is delinquents. You understand me? So you know what happened. Days and weeks later, probably like 2-3 weeks later, they catch the first nigga. Boom. Like, bro, what the fuck? How you get caught? Whatever. This nigga had a fresh cut and everything. Nigga, he was like, nigga, such and such. They caught my ass, man. I'm sorry as fuck or whatever. So, boom, he back up in that bitch. You know they about to hit you with some more time or whatever. So, my nigga, check how they catch my nigga Nino, though. This nigga, it's just kicking it. This nigga ain't getting no haircut or nothing. This nigga just kicking it. This nigga go down to Woolworth downtown. Now, reminds you that the juvenile center is downtown. This nigga downtown to Woolworth, you know, I don't know what he doing. That's when back in the days kids used to go down to Woolworth and kick it or whatever, buy pizza and flannels and all that shit, whatever. He said he was leaving out of Woolworth and it was another, you know how you be walking, people be walking out at the same time and they got the metal detectors, whatever, for you can't steal shit or to go off. He said when he was walking through, another nigga was walking through, the shit went off and they grabbed both of them niggas. The other nigga was the nigga that stole. He was stealing some cassette tapes or whatever. But it was like pictures of the nigga who didn't do nothing, my nigga Nino, all over the motherfucking stores and shit. They find out because, you know, I guess I don't know what really happened with that, but they found out this nigga was this nigga had broke out of juvenile prison, got his ass, got him back up in that bitch. You feel me? It wasn't no hole, ain't no hole and shit in DH and shit, like not in the facility, a holding facility. It wasn't like niggas had got sentenced already. We was in like DH, you understand me? We wasn't in Tico, the river, nothing like that. We was in 22nd. Niggas know what 22nd is. So niggas like, damn, bro, you ain't getting no haircut or nothing or whatever. He's like, man, I ain't had time. I was moving around and shit. He told us how he got caught. We like, damn, that's just bad luck. So, boom, they sentenced them niggas off. I think they gave them niggas like crazy time. They gave them niggas crazy time, man. I think them niggas got like, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie, because my one dude who shot his dude who had shot himself in the hand, he got out. And he got killed. He got murdered. You feel me? Fucking with that gang shit. I don't know how it happened. I can't remember. But he got murdered. So everybody in this story is dead. You feel me? So my nigga, he gets sentenced or whatever. They send him up to the river. You feel me? They send my other nigga up to the river. So we up in that bitch chilling or whatever. Months later, some shit came on the news on Christmas Day showing that somebody had died in the river. You feel me? Come to find out, look up, it's my nigga. They find this nigga handcuffed, hanging. This nigga done hung himself with his hands tied behind his back. Now we all like, how the fuck did he kill himself and hang himself with his hands tied behind his back? Come to find out, this nigga done tried to break out the river and did it, but got caught like before he could all the way escape. You know what happened, right? Niggas got fired for that shit. They killed that nigga up in that motherfucker. When they caught him, they killed that nigga. You feel me? They hung that nigga and tied his hands behind his back and called it a suicide. And all the news was talking about he had broke out of here, he had broke out of there, but they never said, like, they never really found out what really happened. I don't think they even gave a fuck. But I'm telling you, nigga, they killed kids too, nigga. They killed kids too, nigga, because this nigga was breaking out of shit. Like niggas wasn't doing that type of shit. He was doing it, my nigga. A nigga in 3rd grade, they used to wear the button down shit with the motherfucking, with the nerd glasses and was a nerd type nigga or whatever, and ran into that gang shit and started killing motherfuckers. He got respect, started shooting drive-bys, breaking out of prison, nigga. He wasn't not playing with niggas, man. It reminds you of a little skinny ass nigga whose chest was all the way out to here. Nigga was doing crazy push-ups in that bitch. Like, you never know who the fuck you fucking with, man. You never know what a motherfucker gonna become, because at the end of the day, man, it's the hood funny like that. You dig?